Good morning everybody, it's Friday today and we're installing a 10 kilowatt Deye inverter and we're pairing that with two 16 kilowatt hour Deye batteries, and then we're also putting 15 590 watt tree-nut panels, bifacial panels for the customer on the roof as well. As you can see behind me, we're just busy opening the roof and we're going to fit basically 14 on this side, and we have to unfortunately put just one on the other side of the chimney, on the other side of that piece over there. Listen, just a quick reminder, if you guys are spending more than 2,000 Rand on electricity, solar is an absolutely no-brainer. Just give me a contact and I'll show you guys why I say that. But yeah, let's continue with the installation. I'll show you where we're mounting. This is the area we're going to be mounting in today. So we've got the 10 kilowatt on the wall already, and then we're just going to put all the trunking down and the AC and DC combiner boxes and a couple of batteries at the bottom, but I'll show you that as the progress goes on. These are the new 16 kilowatt hour Deye batteries. Really good value for money. They're basically the same price as the 14.34 kilowatt hour Dynas battery and sort of Voltas, but that's actually a little bit more expensive. But yeah, so you get a 16 kilowatt battery for the price of two Greenish batteries. So this customer is going to have 32 kilowatt hour combined battery compared to his 10 kilowatt inverter. But yeah, I'll show you as we go along. Just to quickly show you the outside progress, so we've got roof hooks on, we've got the rails on, we're just putting a couple of rail connectors there and extending those rails there, and then we're going to smash one panel just on the other side of that chimney top right as well. Got it in the garage, so we've got the 10 kilowatt mounted, we've got the DC combiner mounted, not wired yet. Obviously we're going to put the DC cable up there going around and then up, and we've got the two 16 kilowatt hour Deye batteries mounted, and we're just busy doing the cabling, communications and earthing on that, and then the AC combiner is mounted and we're just doing a prepaid plug for the customer as well, and the AC combiner is already wired into the inverter. Yeah, so next video should be the finished product. And there we go guys, all 15 panels mounted. So we've got 6 at the bottom here and 8 at the top, and then just one extra one, you can see it that's sticking out right there at the top on the other side of the knock. But yeah, so altogether 15 panels, all mounted, done and dusted. We're going to start doing the cable, pull it down to the garage area. Quickly show you the earth spike. So we came down on the right hand side over here with the conduit, and we hit the earth spike over here. We always hit the earth spike a little bit away from the house. Obviously there's a foundation running there, so we normally take it away about 500 mil or so, and then yeah, so that's the earth spike done as well. All complete. So we've got the 10 kilowatt Deye inverter, so it's essentially a full Deye system today, and then we've got two 16 kilowatt hour Deye batteries, so all in all 32 kilowatt hour battery bank for the customer, and that's obviously connected in parallel today, going through the battery disconnect up into the inverter. On the DC side we've got two strings, so each string is obviously protected by surge protection, a couple of fuses and your isolator, and that's string 2 over there. So each string, one is 8 panels and the other one is 7 panels. So we did 15 590 watt bifacial panels today, and then on the AC side we obviously installed a prepaid meter for the customer, plug for his customer just for a prepaid meter, and on the AC side we've also got surge protection, your Eskom feed breaker, so essentially if you trip this, Eskom will be off. That indicates that Eskom is currently on, and then you've got a changeover switch between inverter and Eskom, and off in the middle, and then you've got your inverter load breaker as well with the indicator light on that side. Yeah, so I just need to do the customer's Wi-Fi setup, which I'll do after this video quickly. And then, so currently we're getting about 6.2 kilowatt from the solar panels. Most of that's going to the charging out the battery. The home is using only about 130 watts at the moment, and we are also using about 2.8 kilowatt from the grid to charge the battery up for the first time. You can see the battery sitting at 56% at the moment, so we're just giving it a bit of a boost charge for its first time. And yeah, obviously set the system mode settings for the customer. I see it's got a bit of an update screen, slightly different, but that's my usual settings on the system mode just to test it out, and then we can refine it from there. You can see on the battery settings, we've got each battery is 340 amps, so it's a 628 amp battery. I've set the charge rate at about 180 amps, which should be about 8 kilowatt maximum charge rate, and that's obviously solar. I did limit Eskom's charge rate to about 50 amps. Yeah, so that's all sorted. And then just on the battery side of things as well, the battery shutdown is at 10%. Obviously when you run out of power and the sun comes up the next morning and start charging the battery, the system will automatically reboot at 20%. That's where you do those settings there. Yeah, but that's a 10 kilowatt Deye system fully installed with 32 kilowatt battery bank and 15 590 watt panels on the roof. See you on the next one.